I just visited the memorial of an unsung hero, Anne Funk. Anne was a passenger on the ill-fated luxury liner, the Titanic. On a cold, dark night, she perished alongside 1,500 other souls on April 15, 1912, having just celebrated her 36th birthday on the ship. Some say that Anne was about to get into a lifeboat but gave up her seat for her mother and her two children. But the real reason we are honoring Anne is the whole tenor of her life. Anne had left the comforts of Western society years before to help improve the lives of children in a third world country. Hello, my name is Todd, and welcome to Heroes of Humanity, where we identify, celebrate, and try to emulate the sung and unsung heroes among us. Let's watch the video about her life, and please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in receiving more videos like this. Okay, now let's read from the Boyertown Express, a really nice, concise biography of Anne's life. Now, Boyertown is a town just outside of Bali. Bali is the town we just visited, where Anne's memorial is at a Mennonite grave site where she and her parents worshiped at this Mennonite church. There's a graveyard there. We visited that. Now, if you want to watch that footage, it's some brief footage of us visiting the memorial and also the grave site there. If you want to watch that, it will be at the end here. But let's get into the article because it's really a good, honoring overview of her life. Here we are at the Boyertown Area Express online article. It's entitled April 20th, 1912, Missionary Annie Funk Perishes on the Ill-Fated Titanic. Leslie Misko, editor, and by Margaret Leidy Harner from her book One Day at a Time, A Social History of Boyertown. April 20th, 1912. Word had been received that Miss Annie Funk, a native of Hertford, Pennsylvania, who had dedicated her life to helping the poor and the humble in the world and was a missionary in India for the last 5 years, has perished on the ill-fated Titanic, which sunk in the Atlantic Ocean on April 15th. She had been awakened at midnight by a steward and told the ship had struck an iceberg. It had been reported, but not confirmed, that she was offered a seat in a lifeboat, which she gave to a woman with a child, thus saving 2 lives. Her friends agreed that Annie would have made such a sacrifice. Remaining on the ship, she died with 1,500 others. Her body was never identified. Annie Funk was a graduate of Westchester State Normal School and the Northfield Bible Training School in Massachusetts. After graduation, she first worked with immigrants in the slums in Tennessee and New Jersey and volunteered to go overseas as a missionary, which had been her childhood dream. In December 1906, she was sent to India as the first female Mennonite missionary, and she opened a one-room school and hostel for poor girls with 17 students. Mrs. Funk's work was interrupted by a telegram. Come home at once. Mother very ill. Annie made her travel plans quickly. She reached Liverpool, England via train and boat, and the SS Haverford was to take her to America. When she learned that her departure on that ship would be delayed by a coal strike, she booked passage on another ship, the Titanic. Though it cost her more, Annie was assured that the voyage on the Titanic would get her home in record time. She bought her second-class ticket for £13. The Titanic left Southampton Dock on April 10, 1912, which was her 38th birthday. So there you have it, a brief summary of her life. And we love to honor people like this, and we love to try to emulate them. We love to try to get out of our comfort zone. So we should love to try to get out of our comfort zone here in the West to help those who are suffering around us. So I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to get more videos like this, also hit the notification bell and you'll get a notification as each video that we post is listed. So if you want to keep watching, you can watch our brief video footage of our visit to her grave site memorial. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Today we're going to visit the grave of Anne Funk. Now, actually it's not her grave, but her memorial, because Anne Funk's grave is actually the North Atlantic Ocean, because she died on the Titanic. And we're going to go visit her grave and to remember a life well lived. And we're going to talk a little bit about it in the video and I'm getting ready to post. So we're headed out to Bally, PA to go to her grave, or again, her memorial, I mean to say, where she is honored. And we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, we're just going to come over here and trying to find her grave. It's around here somewhere. It's a fairly big graveyard here at the former Mennonite church. Here we are. So here is where Anne's memorial, not her grave, because she was buried at sea, so to speak. And here's her memorial. And here's what it says. She was, let's see, erected by the Eastern District Conference of the Mennonite Church in memory of Anne C. Funk, missionary in India, 1906 to 1912, daughter of James B. and Susan Funk, born April 12, 1874, died April 15, 1912, aged 38 years and 3 days. So she celebrated her birthday on the Titanic April 12th, and she died the April 15th. She was coming home, let's see if you can read this here. She was coming home on her first furlough when death overtook her in the wreck of the steamship Titanic off the coast of Newfoundland. Her life was one of service in the spirit of the Master, not to be ministered unto, but to minister. That's an apropos comment on her life. And that's what we want to talk about in the video that you're going to be watching or have watched. So anyway, this is where she was buried. Not buried, I keep saying buried, where she's memorialized. She was buried at sea. And God rest her soul. God bless her soul and all others like her who serve others to make the world a better place.